Alrighty, we are back in action. It's a game called Diablo, no one's ever heard of. Very obscure game. Extremely obscure. The most obscure game I've played yet. If you thought Mini Skirt Police was obscure, wait till you see the game called Diablo. Okay. So, I was doing some troubleshooting, and I think the issue might be my SCART cable. So I'm going to try this in mono sound as a test. Diablo is so cool. Excuse me. Alright, so this is the Electronic Arts version. Alright, hold on. We need to change it to mono. That's terrible. Whatever, it's fine. What's history? Oh, this is cool.
Seraphim warriors strike at the enemies of light with swords imbued with righteous wrath and justice. The angels believe that only absolute discipline can properly restore order to the myriad realms, while the demonic denizens of the burning hell hold that absolute chaos is the true nature of all things. The battles of the great conflict rage across both time and space, often infringing upon the very fabric of reality itself. From the crystal arch at the very heart of the high heavens, to the arcane hell forge of the underworld, the warriors of these eternal realms journey to wherever their timeless conflict carries them. The legendary deeds of the heroes of the realms beyond elicit both veneration and insight. The greatest of these heroes was Israel, lieutenant to the archangel Tyrell, and bearer of the angelic rune blade Azurath. He once led a fierce attack upon the Hellforge, as the creation of the dark demon blade Shadowfang was nearing completion. His quest was to destroy both wielder and weapon, a charge that he was destined never to complete. Iswal was overcome by the legions of chaos, and tragically was lost to the darkness. His fate stands as testament to the fact that angels and demons alike shall fearlessly enter into any domain, so long as their hated enemies dwell within. Although the great conflict burned hotter and longer than any of the stars in the sky, neither side could gain dominion over the other for long. Both factions both factions sought some way to turn the tides of the war to their favor. With the ascension of man and his mortal realm, the great conflict ground to a mysterious halt. Both armies paused in a breathless stalemate, waiting to see to whose side man would eventually turn. Mortals have a unique ability to choose between darkness and light, and it was held that this would be the deciding factor in the outcome of the great conflict. Thus, agents of the nether realms descended to the mortal realm to vie for the favor of man.
All right, we're gonna listen to these, as I know you can read, you can read the backstory in the okay, in the original version. Does this game have analog control? Damn. Okay. Diablo and analog control. Who would have thought?
The mortal realm is known as the Sin War. Angels and demons, disguising themselves while traveling amongst men, attempting to secretly lure mortals to their respective causes. Over time, the forces of darkness discovered that mortals responded much more to brute force than to subtle coercion, and so began to terrorize man into submission. The angels fought to defend humanity against this demonic oppression, but all too often, their austere methods and severe punishments succeeded only in alienating those whom they sought to protect. The violent battles of the Sin War occurred often, but they were seldom witnessed by the prying eyes of man. Only a few enlightened souls were aware of the supernatural beings that walked amongst the huddled masses of humanity. Powerful mortals arose and accepted the challenge of the Sin War, aligning themselves with both sides in the great conflict. The legendary deeds of these great mortal warriors served to earn both the respect and hatred of the netherworld. Although lesser demons kneeled before those possessing power and strength, they also cursed the very existence of mortal man. Many of these fiends believed that the deadlock brought about by the emergence of man was a perverse offense to their higher role in the great scheme of things. This jealousy of man led to harsh, atrocious acts of violence by the demons against the mortal realm. Some men learned of this deep hatred and used it against the denizens of the underworld. One such mortal, Horazon, delighted in summoning demons and then breaking them to his will. Horazon, along with his brother Barton, were members of the Eastern Mage known as the Vizhara. This mystic class studied the ways of demons and had cataloged their lore for generations. Empowered by this knowledge, Horazon was able to take the work of the Vizhara and pervert it for his demented purposes. The denizens of hell sought revenge against this bold mortal, but Horazon managed to keep himself well protected within his arcane sanctuary. Bartok, the brother of Horazon, was eventually lured to the side of darkness. He was granted exceptional strength and longevity, and fought alongside the legions of hell against the cursed Vizhara, and eventually his own brother during the Sin War. Although Bartok was renowned amongst the warriors of many realms, his dominance in battle came with a terrible price. An insatiable lust for mortal blood pervaded his every thought and deed. Bartok soon became as fond of bathing in the blood of his enemies as he did of shedding it, and in time he came to be known only as the Warlord of Blood.
Awesome. We're gonna just go through all these in silence.
Seven is the number of the powers of hell. Seven is the number of the great evil. Duria, the Lord of Pain. Andario, the Maiden of Anguish. Belai, the Lord of Lies. Osmodan, the Lord of Sin. These are the true names of the lesser of the great evil. For ages uncounted, each have ruled over their own domains within the burning hell, seeking absolute dominion over their infernal brethren. As the lesser four continuously vied for the control of those forces that dwell within their realm, the greater three held absolute power over the whole of hell. The lesser four used dark and evil measures in their quest for power. Herein begins the legend of the Dark Exile. the Lord of hatred, Baal,
Oh my
the
god.
Lord of destruction, Diablo, the Lord of terror.
Name drop.
These are the prime evils of hell that wielded their power as a dark, sovereign triumvirate. The three brothers ruled over the lesser four by brutal force and malicious cunning. Being the eldest and strongest of the evil, the three brothers were responsible for countless victories against the armies of the light. Although they never held sway over the high heavens for long, the three were justly feared by enemies and subjects alike. With the ascension of man and the subsequent standstill of the great conflict, the three brothers began to devote their energies to the conversion of mortal souls.
Excuse me.
That man was the key to victory in the war against heaven, and thus altered their rigid agenda that they had propagated since the beginning. This change caused many of the lesser to question the authority of the three, and so brought about a great rift between the prime evils and their servitors. In their ignorance, the lesser evils began to believe that the were afraid to continue the war with heaven. Frustrated by the cessation of the war, Osmodan and Belial saw the situation as their chance to overthrow the prime evil and take control of hell for themselves. The two demon lords
Yeah, it's the very underground, unknown, kind of obscure game called Diablo. Oh, I'm going to bring back miniskirt police. And that is a threat. You can only survive so much silverware before you whip out Diablo.
Osmodan believed that with the three set loose upon humanity, the angels would be forced to turn their focus upon the mortal plane, thus leaving the gates of heaven abandoned and defenseless. Those few demons
Oh, no kidding.
to the three brothers fled the wrath of Osmodan and Belial, escaping to the realm of man to seek out their lost masters.
You didn't hoard it for yourself? Hoard the secrets.
Osmodan and Belial began to argue over which of them held the higher authority. The pact that they had made quickly fell to ash as the two demon lords took up arms against each other. The legions of hell that remained were polarized behind either war, launching themselves into a bloody civil war that has lasted to this day.
All right. This entire stream is just going to be the backstory. This is actually important. Before it was like on a PDF or in the manual. I had a PDF on the disc. I can't remember if the battle chest had that like physical manual for Diablo. But it was so cool. Here it's fucking voiced. For some reason, you guys have been playing around the same time, and you've maxed out. What's your secret, huh? Oh man. I wonder. Hold on. I wonder if there's any exploits for this version. I'm gonna look that up. Why not have a little bit of fun?
Consisted of wizards from the diverse and numerous clans of the East, employing disparate magical practices and disciplines. This unlikely brotherhood succeeded in capturing two of the brothers within powerful artifacts called Soul Stone, Mephisto and Baal, trapped within the swirling spiritual constraints of the Soul Stone, were then buried beneath the dunes of the desolate
Oh.
The powers of hatred and wanton destruction seemed to diminish
So you can just like essentially do it forever then, huh?
settle over the land. Yet for many decades, the Herodrum
As long as you have portals, I guess, actually.
Diablo. They knew that if the Lord of Terror was left untamed, there could never be any lasting peace within the realm of humanity. The Herodrum followed in the wake of terror and anarchy that spread throughout the Western land. After a great battle which claimed the lives of many brave souls, the Lord of Terror was captured and imprisoned within the last of the Soul Stone by a group of Herodrum monks led by the initiate Jared Kane. These monks carried the cursed stone to the land of Condoros and buried it within a secluded cave near the river Talsai. Above this cave, the Herodrum constructed a great monastery from which they could continue to safeguard the Soul Stone. As ages passed, the Herodrum constructed a network of catacombs beneath the monastery to house the earthly remains of the martyrs of their order. Generations passed in Condoros, and the numbers of the Herodrum slowly dwindled.
Yeah, it's probably by the time I picked it up back in the day. I wonder what I wonder what version this is based off of.
Although villages thrived around the shell of the old monastery, no one
I'm gonna look this up while we are learning here.
into the cold earth beneath. None could have dreamed of the burning red jet that pulsed within the labyrinth's heart.
Alright. Book 2. Oh my god.
Years after the last of the Herodrum had died, a great and prosperous society grew in the lands of the West. As time wore on, many Eastern pilgrims settled in the lands surrounding Condoros, and soon established small, self-contained kingdoms. A few of these kingdoms bickered with Condoros over holdings of property or routes of trade. These squabbles did little to upset the lasting peace of the West, and the great northern kingdom of Westmarch proved to be a strong ally of Condoros, as the two lands steadily engaged in ventures of barter and commerce. During this time, a bold new religion of the light, known as the Kharim, began to spread throughout the kingdom of Westmarch and into many of its northern principalities. The Kharim, founded in the Far East, implored followers to enter into the light and forsake the darkness that lurked within their souls. The people of Westmarch adopted the statutes of Zakarum as their sacred mission in the world. Westmarch began to turn towards its neighbors, expecting them to
He's got like his voice has got like an echo on it.
kingdoms of Westmarch and Condoros. As the priests of Zakarum began to
He's like
whether they were welcomed or not. It was then that the great
oh, hold on a second.
Lord came unto the lands of Condoros, and in the name of Zakarum declared himself king. Leoric was a deeply religious man, and had brought many knights and priests with him that comprised his Order of the Light. Leoric and his trusted advisor, the Archbishop Lazarus, made their way to the city of Tristram. Leoric
Still adjusting things. Hold on.
decrepit monastery on the outskirts of town for his seat of power, and renovated it to match its time-lost glory. Although the free people of Condoros were not pleased with being placed under the sudden rule of a foreign king, Leoric served them with justice and might. Eventually, the people of Condoros grew to respect the kind Leoric, sensing that he sought only to guide and protect them against the oppression of darkness.
Yeah, it's a delay problem. So what I've got going on now, because I mentioned it like at the start, I think I have a problem with my SCART cable, not table. So I put the game on mono, and I had to output in mono on the audio mixer. So then I think that's giving me even more of a delay on the settings here.
Lured him into the dark subterranean labyrinth. In his terror, Lazarus raced
Maybe, let me see.
until he at last came to the chamber of the burning soul stone. No longer in command of his body or spirit, He raised the stone above his head and uttered words long forgotten in the realm of mortals. His will destroyed, Lazarus shattered the soul stone upon the ground. Diablo once again came into the world of man. Although he was released from his imprisonment within the soul stone, the Lord of Terror was still greatly weakened from his long sleep and required an anchor to the world. Once he had found a mortal form to wear, he could begin to reclaim his vastly depleted power. The great demon weighed the souls residing in the town above, and chose to take the strongest of them, that of King Leoric. For many months, King Leoric secretly fought the evil presence that twisted his thoughts and emotions. Sensing that he had been possessed by some unknown evil, Leoric hid his dark secret from his priests, hoping that somehow his own devout righteousness would be enough to exorcise the corruption growing inside him. He was sorely mistaken. Diablo stripped away the core of Leoric's being, burning away all honor and virtue from his soul. Lazarus, too, had fallen under the sway of the demon, keeping close to Leoric at all times. Lazarus worked to conceal the plans of his new master from the Order of Light, hoping that the demon's power would grow, well concealed amongst the servants of Zakaram. The priests of Zakaram and the citizenry of Kondaros recognized the disturbing change within their liege. His once proud and rugged form became distorted and deformed. King Leoric became increasingly deranged and ordered immediate executions of any who dared to question his methods or authority. Leoric began to send his knights to other villages to bully their townspeople into submission. The people of Kondaros, who had once grown to see great honor in their ruler, began to call Leoric.
Yeah, my mixer. So I have the most like ghetto like random bullshit like setup. So the mixer I'm using is my powered mixer, a Yamaha EMC 212. So I could put reverb on. I think I can put flanger on. Oh, what I got? But yeah, it's not supposed to be for something like this. And I've got a Shure microphone. Which you really have to fucking boost the volume in order to get it, just to pick it up, because the Shure microphone is unpowered. You have to power it through a powered mixer. And then OBS is its own issue. Which, I mean, if I just used a regular mixer and a regular, like, either headphones or a regular microphone, it would solve all those problems. But, that costs money. So it's just like, I'll use what I have. Like, that money can be used to buy another guitar. That's how I view things.
The paranoid king declared a state of war between the kingdoms of Kondaros and Westmarch. Leoric ignored the warnings and admonishments of his advisors, and the royal army of Kondaros was ordered to the north to engage in a war that they did not believe in. Lochdonan was appointed by Lazarus to lead the armies of Kondaros into Westmarch. Although Lochdonan argued against the necessity of the coming conflict, he was honor-bound to uphold the will of his king. Many of the high priests and officials were forced to travel to the north as emissaries on errands of diplomatic urgency as well. The desperate ploy of Lazarus had succeeded in sending many of the king's more troublesome advisors to their certain deaths.
All right, all right, all right. How much more do we have on book 2 here? Oh shit, The Darkening of Tristram. So I'm just going to finish book 2, and maybe next stream of this we'll finish the whole thing here. And then, because we need to jump into the game at some point.
Left Diablo free to assume total control over the king's battered soul. As the Lord of Terror attempted to strengthen his hold upon the maddened king, he found that the lingering spirit of Leoric fought with him still. Although the control over Leoric that Diablo held was formidable, the demon knew that in his weakened state he could never take complete possession of his soul as long as a glimmer of his will remained. The demon lord sought a fresh and innocent host upon which to build his terror. The demon relinquished his control over Leoric, but the king's soul was left corrupted and his mind crazed. Diablo began to search throughout Condorus for the perfect vessel to act as his focus, and found such a soul easily within his reach. Enjoined by his dark master, Lazarus kidnapped Albrecht, the only son of Leoric, and dragged the terrified youth down into the blackness of the labyrinth. Flooding the boy's defenseless mind with the essence of pure terror, Diablo easily took possession of the young Albrecht. Pain and fire raced through the child's soul. Hideous laughter filled his head and clouded his thoughts. Paralyzed with fear, Albrecht felt the presence of Diablo within his mind as it seemed to push him down, deeper and deeper into darkness and oblivion. Diablo gazed upon his surroundings through the eyes of the young prince. A lustful hunger still tortured the demon after his frustrating bout for control over Leoric, but the nightmares of the boy provided ample substance to sate him. Reaching deep into Albrecht's subconscious, Diablo ripped the greatest fears of the child from their hiding places and gave them breath. Albrecht watched, as if out of a dream. Twisted and disfigured forms appeared all around him. Unholy writhing visages of terror danced about him, chanting choruses of obscenities. All of the monsters that he had ever imagined or believed that he had seen in his life became flesh and were given life before him. Large bodies, comprised of living rock, erupted from the walls and bowed to their dark master. The ancient skeletal corpses of the Herodrum arose from archaic crypts and lumbered off into the red-washed corridors beyond. As the cacophony of madness and nightmares hammered its final blow against Albrecht's shattered spirit, the bloodlusted ghouls and demons of his mind scattered and scrambled maniacally into the lengthening passageways of his waking nightmare. The ancient catacombs of the Herodrum had become a twisted labyrinth of raw, focused terror. Empowered by Diablo's possession of young Albrecht, the creatures of the boy's own imagination had gained corporeal form. So strong was the terror that grew inside of Albrecht that the borders of the mortal realm began to warp and tear. The burning hell began to seep into the world of man and take root within the labyrinth. Beings and occurrences, displaced by time and space and long lost to the history of man, were pulled screaming into the ever-expanding domain. The body of Albrecht, fully possessed by Diablo, began to distort and change. The small boy grew, and his eyes blazed as tendril-like spines ripped through his flesh. Great arched horns erupted from Albrecht's skull as Diablo altered the form of the child to match that of his demonic.
Is that like one of those little, like, handheld ones? It's the only, like, portable recorders I have are, like, the Porta Studio, and I have, like, the old 4-track. Like, I always wanted one of those, ever since 8-bit guy showed it off, but I could never justify the cost because I have a Porta Studio. You know, it's a pain in the ass to use for that, but at the same time, it's just like, if I need to, you know, it's like, it's hard to justify that extra expense, although I always wanted one. Yeah, I should really think about getting one. The Porta Studio is real tricky to use. I used to have that thing memorized, but man, is it a pain in the ass. So,
In shambles. King Leoric, deep within the throes of madness, went into a rage when he learned that his son was missing. After scouring the village with the few guards that remained with him at the monastery, Leoric had decided that the townsfolk had abducted his son and hidden him somewhere. Although the townsfolk denied any knowledge of Prince Albrecht's whereabouts.
yeah, that's not surprising. None of this stuff is cheap. This powered mixer I got, I think, was $500. But I got like to power PA system and shit. So the little Tascam 4-track cassette was like $100 when I back when I got $150. Porter Studio, that was expensive.
Returned to confront
But I got one with the typo. It's called the Porter Stud.
against them, believing that Lochdonan was somehow
So it's a special device.
Leoric decreed that he and his party were to die. Lochdonan, finally realizing that Leoric was beyond salvation, ordered his men to defend themselves. The ensuing battle carried them down into the very halls of the darkened monastery, bringing a final desecration to the once holy sanctum of the Horadrim. Lochdonan won a bittersweet victory as his men were forced to kill all of Leoric's deceived protectors. They cornered the ravenous king within his own sanctuary and begged him to explain the atrocities he had committed. Leoric only spat at them and cursed them for traitors against both his crown and the light. Lochdonan walked slowly towards his king and sorrowfully drew his sword.
Yeah, right now we're just
And rage
taking in the backstory.
cast to the winds. Lochdonan ran his blade through Leoric's shriveled, blackened heart. The once noble king screamed an unearthly death cry, and as his madness finally overtook him, he brought down a curse upon those who had so betrayed him. Calling upon the forces of darkness that he had spent his entire life combating, Leoric condemned Lochdonan and the others to eternal damnation. In that last fleeting moment within the heart of the monastery, all that was ever virtuous or honorable about the stewards of Condoras was shattered forever.
Yeah, look at that. That's a little guy, the Tascam DP006. I'm gonna see how much mine is worth. Where's studio? Almost there. We gotta watch the rain. We have to listen to the Reign of Diablo, and then we're jumping into it.
The Black King lay dead, slain at the hands of his own priests and knights. The young Prince Albrecht was still missing, and the proud defenders of Condoras were no more. The people of Tristram looked about their lifeless town and were greatly dismayed. Awash in feelings of both relief and remorse, they soon realized that their troubles had merely begun. Strange, eerie lights appeared in the darkened windows of the monastery. Misshapen, leathery skinned creatures.
Okay, mine's not so expensive. You can get one on Reverb for 168 bucks.
Cries seemed to linger on the wind.
It is a fucking pain in the ass to use. That's probably why. The Digital Porta Studio.
Had infested the once holy site.
Look here.
Travelers on the
I think it DP02CF maybe. Use the CF cards. I remember the one it came with was corrupted, and I had to send it back because it fucked up the whole system.
to other towns or kingdoms, fearing some unnamed
But the CF cards I put into it since then, the last 20 years have been fine.
seldom ventured out at night and never tread foot upon the grounds of the cursed monastery. Whispered rumors of poor, innocent people being abducted in the night by wicked, nightmarish creatures filled the halls of the local inn. With no king, no law, and no army left to defend them, many of the townsfolk began to fear an attack from the things that now dwelt beneath their town. The Archbishop Lazarus, frayed and disheveled, returned from his absence and assured the townsfolk that he too had been ravaged by the growing evil of the monastery. With their desperate need for reassurance clouding their good judgment, Lazarus whipped the townspeople into a frenzied mob. Reminding them that Prince Albrecht was still unaccounted for, he persuaded many of the men to follow him into the depths of the monastery to search for the boy. They gathered torches, and soon the night air glowed with the flickering light of hope. They armed themselves with shovels, picks, and scythes, and so prepared, they boldly followed the treacherous archbishop straight into the fiery maw of hell itself. The few who survived the horrible fate that awaited them returned to Tristram and recounted what they could of the ordeal. Their wounds were terrible, and even the skills of the healer could not save some of them. As the stories of demons and devils spread, a stifling primal terror began to consume the hearts of all of the town's inhabitants. It was a terror that none of them had ever known. Deep beneath the foundations of the ruined monastery, Diablo gorged himself upon the fears of the mortals above him. he slowly sank back into the welcoming shadows and began to harness his depleted power. He smiled to himself in the sheltering darkness, for he knew that the time of his final victory was fast approaching.
All right, let's jump into it. That took us over half an hour to listen to those. That's crazy. All right, new game. One. What should I play as? Blood Raven? Who are the names again? What was the sorcerer's name? Shit. This is Diablo 2 lore. Let's see, I can run a pole. Look at that, I can run a pole. Last time I played it, I was playing as a sorcerer. When I was a kid, I played as warrior. Because I always play as the warrior. Rogue is winning so far. Load character? Shouldn't be. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky. Yeah. There's no save. Hold on. We'll see. That's one thing I need to check. Alright. So we are going to play as Blood Raven. I think that's her name. That's gonna be canon. What was the wizard's name? Anybody remember the wizard's name? No. Oh, we have to unlock the other difficulties. The loading times might be an issue, but I am running this off of a PSIO. So, maybe not. Full. No, that's not too bad. Alright. I wish it said analog control. What was the original resolution of Diablo was 480p, right? So this is gonna look a little bit more pixelated. Might be kind of cool though.
Listen here, that kid's got a sweet deal. He's been there, you know, lost the leg. Gotta walk around on a piece of wood. So sad. So sad.
Not bad. But the audio should be good. If I get a fucking better SCART cable. I wonder if I just switch to, like, S video or composite, if that would be fine. We're gonna explore. I've never fucking played Diablo with a controller before. It's kind of funky. I wonder if this could use a PlayStation mouse, which I do not have.
I sent a soul in search of answers.
See, that's what was so good about games like this. I know these games kind of exist now, but it's different. Like Diablo, Diablo 2, like even fucking Dark Alliance and Champions of Nora.
Fire and metal is unequaled in this land.
They're not quite really made the same way. Like, yeah, sure, you could play Diablo fucking 4 or Path of Exile online, but it's not the same. I think Diablo 3 on the console had local co-op, which is good. I don't know anything about 4 actually. Now I say that it probably doesn't. Look at that, they try like a transparency, like a reflection effect. Also, I had no idea that fucking EA published this on the PlayStation. EA were up to no good. But this is cool. Back in, I think it was 2023, I had I played through the entirety of Diablo 2 and most of the expansion pack. Which Diablo 2 I'd always play as a kid, but I'd always restart once I got to Act 2. So I never actually beat the game until 2023. We have to find the man. Shit, where the fuck am I? Oh, okay. I just walked to a strange place.
Good day. How may I serve you? Hepburn saved my grandmother's life, and I know that I can never repay him for that. His ability to heal any sickness is more powerful than the mightiest sword.
I like Diablo 2 a lot, but
Any spell you can
I like the
if you ever are in need of
the mood of Diablo 1 more. Plus, they're different. This one has all that like this one's essentially a roguelike light, while Diablo 2 is much more focused. This one's like randomized quests and shit. Not that many quests, but yeah, you, like on different reloads, you get completely different quests. It's cool.
Stay a while and listen. Ah, Pepin. I count him as a true friend. Perhaps the closest I have here. He is a bit addled at times, but never a more caring or considerate soul has existed. His knowledge and skills are equaled by few, and his door is always open.
What ails you, my friend? Even
Oh yeah.
my skills have been unable to fully heal Farnham. Oh,
Well, there's a lot of creepy stuff. I remember the butcher the first time I ran into him,
beyond anything I can do.
because it was like my second attempt, and because I started out like and I just decided to restart, because that's what I did as a kid for some reason. I just constantly like restarted games from the beginning.
Oh, what can I do for you?
Like fucking Serious Sam, the second encounter, I just play like the first 4 levels and then I wouldn't load it. So, well, part of it was because of limited disk space, so I'd play a game, then uninstall it, and then install a different game. I remember now why. Meanwhile, on console, like at that time on the N64 and the PlayStation, like memory card, were an issue. So, like, I beat, for instance, Ocarina of Time, but then something like, what was it? Doom 64, not quite, because it was It was password based, which I never wrote down, or memory card, I think. But like Diablo 2 is a huge game. Like compare that to like Half-Life. Oh shit, this way. This is so weird. And it's not, even though this is 98, I think this is before the DualShock came out, so it's all D-pad. See, we're not gonna get the Butcher quest. It's cool. Randomized quests. I'd like level up, then die, then restart and continue, and that's what I would do. That was like if I got stuck, and then while doing that, I just restart with a different character. That's weird.
The sanctity of this place has been
Okay.
fouled.
Okay, it's X. Naturally. Oh, it's creepy still. We're getting hit with scavengers right away. Oh, yeah, it's X. It's kind of grittier on PlayStation being in 240p.
I don't have it.
Alright, okay. Triangle is spell. Where's my inventory? Save. I can save anywhere? What? Memory card slot's not inserted, my ass. I have to reload the fucking memory card probe. It's saying both aren't inserted. Fuck. Lies. There we go. That's cool. Yeah, the Tristan song is how long? I used to listen to that all the time. The Diablo soundtrack, like I said before, is probably like the best video game soundtrack. Like as far as how good it is and how well it fits the game, like quality wise, like all the tracks. Shit. Yeah. Let's see a zombie. Okay, so like auto. Okay, I see how it works. Okay, it works. So you can't have to like face them and then like auto targets them. Oh, it's just a generic. Oh, inventory. Okay, so the inventory. Okay, well, so it has to load the inventory. Okay, that's like Blood Omen, where you had a loading screen, but that wasn't as bad. Blood Omen has really bad loading screens like all the time. Oh shit! Oh shit! What's that? I don't need that yet. Even with the screams. Should I get the cap? Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? Up is equip. Oh, I see. I see. I get what it means. I was gonna say that doesn't make any sense. That's an interesting limitation. Already skeletons. Shit. Alright. How dark it is. I think it is a tad darker. I can do something about that. No. I leveled up. And no, I do not. I do not have a physical copy of this game. This is the ISO. This is one of those expensive games now on the PlayStation. Anyway, it's cheap on PC. Like all the Blizzard games are super cheap, more or less. Like I had to sell Brood War for only like $6.50. So I made like 20 cents off of that exchange on eBay. Shit. There we go. I like how the gold glows. Stands out. Shit. Should I okay. Shit, they're coming. Yeah, my next big wish is to get a modded GameCube and Dreamcast, so I don't have to worry about that stuff anymore. Especially Dreamcast kind of needs it. That those drives are failing. Because like this is a modded PS1, and not all the games work. I need to update the PSIO. There's a lot of drama with the PSIO, but it's like Police Knots, of course, obviously worked, and this worked. It's not quite to where the Xbox is. The Xbox hard drive stuff works so well. And I also need to update the PS2 one, which that one does not work near as well right now. Like Klonoa doesn't work, for instance. Klonoa 2, I mean. Shit. She's getting hit. This works fairly well. Now, when we get to a boss fight, I wonder, but... What's that? I need that. Give that to me. I also need I just like modded, like at least one mod system for all of them. Unless it's like a cartridge-based system, then that's not necessary. then I just have like EverDrives and stuff. Hell, even the Sega Saturn, I have a flash card for that. I haven't tested it out yet, but it's supposed to work pretty well. But like, I do kind of like I have so many Xbox 360s. None of them are modded. I need a modded one because you can't get some of the content anymore. I bet it's the same for PS3 too. And it's not like, oh, Xbox closed down a store, which they did, but they even delisted a bunch of shit before they did that, and I didn't know it. So I was like, oh, fuck. Plus, it's always cool to run emulators on those things. This is like heavy metal fucking Gauntlet. Is there a map? Shit. Okay, there we go. I found it. I drank though a potion. I want to use my map as minimally as possible because of how even the original version, like on PC, it's really obscures things. Up here we haven't been. Chest. Look at all the bodies, man. Who did that? What's that anyway? Fallen. I leveled up again. She's not. She can't see him. Fuck! Assassin. I don't need a club. I need the money. Oh shit, he's hauling ass. Alright, no, he's dead. It's cool. Explosion. He's hiding in the bucket. Oh, sweet. Anybody in here? No. It's just bodies hanging. I thought it was one of those like shrine rooms that have like, you know, the magic tomes and stuff. Oh, yeah. Okay, I can use that probably. Not identified? Shit. It's fine. I'm gonna. What is. I've never played. Well, I have played, but I usually just play as, like, I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna cheat. Diablo 1. Dexterity, some strength. Okay, so I was okay. It's what you'd think it would be. There we go. Well, we do need to invest in some magic, but I'll wait. There is a door. Open. Nice. That's cool what that does there. Of course, you could just hover your. Oh, it's a big fucking level. You're a mouse over that back in the day, of course. Okay. Level 1. Shit, what's going on? Yeah, how come the memory card wasn't working before? Strange. Can we make more than one character on one memory card? Like how many? I wonder how many slots it takes up. I mentioned I have a memory card Pro, which is a memory card with an SD card, so it like uses it dedicates one slot per game, so you pretty much don't have to worry about saving. But I think you can also probably like create like new, essentially base memory card slots, so to speak. So like you can just keep creating like blocks of 16 just for some of the bigger games, like Tony Hawk, for instance, right? Let's go. Shit, it's not go. Fucked up. Okay. Why is this happening? Let's see what happens. Whoops. I was like, oh, it didn't go because I wasn't positioned right. Wasn't positioned right at all. Okay, now where are we at? Ghouls? Cool. Where they at? What's that? I need that. Oh shit. I'm not ready. Yeah, got him. Nice. Blade. How do I... Oh, shit. I need to go back to town. Oh, cool as fuck. Oh, whoops, did I lose it? Damn. Well, I don't know what I did there. I fucked up that spell. I'm gonna leave. I'll just walk back to town. We will figure out how to do that next time, I guess. Might get another fucking scroll. I like how I've just had like a bombardment of new games lately with that analog 3D delay. This is like fuck it. We will start every game ever made. All right, this way. I need to repair. I need to identify stuff too. Is it like a run? Can I run? No.
Greetings, good master. Welcome to the Tavern of the Rising Sun. Word is the rabbit dragon and a little scoundrel. He was always getting and it's no surprise what happened to him. He probably was fooling about someplace that he shouldn't have been. Well, I feel sorry for the boy, but I don't abide the company that he keeps.
All right.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen. Well, what can I do for you?
Minus 39% to armor. Well, we don't want that.
Well, what can I do for you?
That's bad luck. Oh.
Sometimes I think that Kane talks too much. But I guess that's his calling in life. If I can bend steel as well as he can bend your ear, I can make a suit of cut plate good enough for an
Is that true? Sounds like he's got a problem with he's got self-esteem issues.
I don't have a spell ready.
I don't know why I pressed.
I'm glad I caught up to you in time.
Uh-oh.
Our wells have become brackish and stagnant, and some of the townspeople have become ill drinking from them. Our reserves of fresh water are quickly running dry. I believe that there is a passage that leads to the springs that serve our town. Please find what has caused this calamity, or we all will surely perish.
Awesome. This quest, okay. Also, the cast of fucking Metal Gear Solid and Eternal Darkness. That's kind of cool, though. Where is Wirt? I need to find him. Oh, he's over here. Or he's not. What the fuck? Maybe I don't need to find him. Yeah, whatever. Let's go back in. One more trip to hell. It's kind of amusing that this game was originally going to be very much like Rogue, where uh, you could only like move in turn based, and that's a if you ever want to watch something fun, just watch um, some of the behind the scenes like or interviews about the making of this game. Or because the guy just like Roland is like, okay, I'll put in real time combat. It's not gonna work, and then he put it in and it instantly made the game fun. Not that it wasn't fun before, but it made it a lot more like it made it what it is. It like made the game. He's like, oh shit, because this is real time now. And Eternal Darkness is holds up very well. I'm glad I streamed that last year, as I hadn't replayed it in so long. Nice. Devilkin already. Yeah, this game is so far it's working very well on the PlayStation. It feels different, but not. It doesn't feel bad. It has like a very smart way to how it how you like target enemies. It's almost like Doom, if that makes sense. Because yeah, you kind of auto target enemies, but it doesn't really feel. See? Okay, now I have to. There we go. You can't just like shoot wildly. You have to actually kind of see them, like aim at them, like get them in your sight, so to speak. It's different. Because of course, the original one you aimed at, you shot wherever, or you swung your sword at whatever you fucking clicked on. That, of course, isn't going to work with the controller. Why did I do that? Shoot the sarcophagus. Yeah, a lot of those. That's what I miss. Like a lot of those interviews and stuff with like the developers of older games are great. The Final Fantasy 14 one was good too. There's a series of those, but for the most part, you don't really get good interviews. You just get people bitching about their games not selling. Back in the day, even if a game didn't sell, you get good interviews like John Romero talking about Daikatana and shit. But now it's just like, why didn't you buy our game? Something's wrong with society. It's like, maybe I just didn't know about your game and wasn't interested in your game. Stop freaking out, guy. Yes, I'm bitching about BioWare. I bought Anthem, and that was a horrible mistake. So, oh, trapped your chest. Oh. Which, that one's finally going offline. I don't know if I should try playing through that. That game was dreadful. Oops. I hit the wrong button. There we go. What is short bow? 1 to 4? 2 to 5. Okay. So we need more strength too for bows. But more dexterity is the primary. Dexterity is the primary one. Like, yeah, I showed some of it, right? Like, some of that stuff, of course, is just marketing stuff. But even then, the marketing stuff for like the Gears of War 2, when I was showing that off, that was cool. You did learn some stuff, you know. Rags. Do I want to pick up the rags? I'm not wearing any clothes. Oh, yeah. Let's see what I keep hitting. All right. Oh yeah, the rags are better than the cape. Okay, she's wearing rags now. She's ready to kill. Yeah, I remember Bully was even controversial a bit at the time. But yeah, there's a ton of games that couldn't be made today. Shit. See, I also have Diablo 3. And yeah. That's I'd rather play Dungeon Siege 2. Yeah, but her rags are covered in blood and the blood of innocence. So remember, she she goes to town in between games. She's pretty ruthless, this one. If anybody doesn't know, I'm not gonna spoil it, but let's just say like the characters you play as in Diablo 1 are in Diablo 2. So it's like, you know, barrel. Yeah, what happened to all of Rockstar Studios? Because yeah, I get that the main studio, was it Rockstar North or whatever, works on Grand Theft Auto, but what happened to San Diego? What happened to the ones that made all those the more unique games like the Warriors? Or was that Rockstar North? But yeah, anyway, like again, Bully or even fucking Midnight Club and table tennis. What happened? I know everybody stopped. You know, it's taking much longer to fucking make games, but what? Why is there less studios also making games? Like Smuggler's Run is a real good game. Like, wait, what? DMA Design is like, are they the only, like, do they just support DMA now? What the fuck? Like, I like Red Dead Redemption, but I honestly don't love Red Dead Redemption. I'd much rather, like, in the last, like, fucking 15 years, all we've gotten is a Red Dead sequel, you know, third Red Dead game, and nothing else from Rockstar. What the fuck? What's going on? We get shitty outsourced remasters of the PS2 games. Didn't even have the fucking stories games. Or like Chinatown Wars. Come on. Even Blizzard's doing more shit, but they're doing more. It's like, what the hell? Now that I think about it, that's ridiculous too, isn't it? What, since StarCraft 2, we've gotten, you know, lots of Warcraft expansions. We've gotten, what was it? Heroes of the Storm, which I know is no longer around. Horrible Warcraft 3 remaster. A working Diablo 2 remaster. I mean, remake, actually. They might not have even done that, though, right? I can't. Overwatch and Overwatch 1.5. You know, so yeah, what's going on with Rockstar? Anybody got inside intel on what happened to Rockstar games? See, you forgot about Overwatch. Everyone forgot about Overwatch. I mean, I think, what was it? Legacy, like here, like their MOBA. What was it? Heroes of the Storm. Heroes Legacy of the Void was the StarCraft expansion. Everybody forgets Overwatch was the thing. And when, like, those couple of years where everyone was trying to copy the hero shooter thing, oh, how dreadful. How dreadful. I played Overwatch. Overwatch, actually, from what I played, was fun. I'm not gonna pretend it wasn't. But, like, Quake Champions is just like a shittier version of Quake Arena. And, fucking Battlefield and Call of Duty. Well, Call of Duty not as... It does, but not as bad as Battlefield. I'll give Call of Duty that, doing that shit. But it's just a weird time period. It's like, oh, we have to copy fucking Overwatch. And they still try. Like, Valve has a pseudo Overwatch clone. Not really, but if Overwatch didn't exist, that game probably would not exist. Let's be real. And we just got out of the fucking Battle Royale bullshit. It's like, yeah, people who play Battle Royales are probably just only going to play Fortnite. Because it's not... Because they're Fortnite fans. They're not necessarily like Battle Royale fans. You know? It's Battle Royales are just kind of, you know... I liked Warzone, but at the same time, I'm not playing Warzone, right? I'd rather go back and play fucking Halo 3 or Gears of War or Lost Planet or Unreal Tournament. You're not hearing people go, man, let's hop on H1Z1. Now Overwatch isn't a MOBA though. It's like it's more like Team Fortress. It's like a Team Fortress 2 clone. It's a class-based like objective shooter. The MOBA, what was their MOBA? Hold on, Blizzard. Let's look up Blizzard. Blizzard Entertainment. But like oh. Wrong button. Hunter's Bill. Like oddly enough, there's like a mode in Team Fortress 2 that's more of a MOBA. Okay, dead. So yeah, what the fuck is Warcraft Rumble? Oh, it's Tower Defense game. Okay, lots of Warcraft shit. Oh, of course, Diablo 4. I completely fucking forgot Diablo 4 came out. So yeah, if you've ever played like Team Fortress, you have an idea of what Overwatch is like. Like the map I played, because I only played like one match. It was fun though, but I was like, I don't have time for this. It was like Dust Bowl from Team Fortress Classic 2. What was in Dust Bowl's in Classic 2, right? See, when I played Team Fortress, hold on, I want to make sure. Yeah, I want to make sure I've scoured this entire area. I played it wrong because I only played 2 Fort, and that's not what's fun. Dust Bowl is what's fun in Team Fortress. So I wish I went back in time and told myself, stop fucking around in 2 Fort. You're ruining your life in 2 Fort. I need to level up. Diablo 4 came out 2023, I want to say. Yeah, is it there? And it's got expansion pack and everything. I don't know if it's any good because I don't care about Diablo as a franchise ever since Diablo 3. And I don't trust modern developers. I do hope that Dawn of War 4 is good. I hope Dawn of War 4 is fine. What's losing durability? Oh. Ooh. Everything is losing durability. Oh, and of course, how could we forget, what was it? What was the mobile Diablo game? I got pulled up here. Diablo Immortal, yeah. So yeah, they Blizzard have been releasing stuff. Since what? Was Red Dead Redemption 2 2016 or 2017? Or is it 2019? Hold on. I'll look this up. Come on, let's look this up while I level up. 2018. I was every fucking year except the one I said. I mean, the year that I didn't say. I said every year but the one it was. Oh my god. Oh, I leveled up twice. Shit. Alright. Alright. Let's do that. Okay. But yeah. Diablo 4. I'm going to read about Diablo 4. Again, I'm not a big fan of the always online shit when it comes to, like, Diablo specifically. Like, there are games, of course, I play that are always online. Like, again, like those gacha games. But Diablo, to me, definitely should be, like... You should have, like, local fucking multiplayer for it. It should be an option. Or, like, LAN. But it's like, no, buy shit, or whatever. Yeah, it released in June of 2023. So... Oh, that's Rot Feast the Hungry. He's just gonna kill me. Oh, he's dead. Again. Shit. So, but Rockstar, what? That's Grand Theft Auto 5 came out in 2013, and Red Dead 2 came out in 2018. 5 years in between those, no games. 7 years since Red Dead 2, nothing. Like, fucking BioWare at least had what? Well, Andromeda was 2017, I think. And then fucking Diablo, Dragon Age 4, Anthem. It's been shit, but they've had released games too. I need to escape. There you go. I need to get out of here and heal. It's this way. What am I doing? If I had a scroll of time, do I have a scroll of time portal? Fuck. Oh, wait. This way. It's not too... Oh, we're in level 1 again. Okay. That was only level 2? Shit. Of course it was. Okay. Alright, we're back home, kind of. Imagine how fucking terrifying it would be to be stuck in Tristram during all this. This is really a nightmare scenario from hell.
What can I do for you?
Let's sure bow. Rags. What's old Deckard Cain have to say?
Hello, my friend. from an underground spring. I have heard of a tunnel that leads to a great lake. Perhaps they are one and the same. Unfortunately, I do not know what would cause our water supply to be tainted.
Where? Oh, here there he is. I was like, what the fuck? You will memorize.
What ails you, my friend?
Did he heal me? Okay, okay. Just talk to him. You will memorize the layout fairly quickly. But I have not yet, obviously. The sniper would do that, wouldn't he? I think this game came out, what? I always thought it was 96, but this was 97, right? Team Fortress 2 came out in 2007. So 10 years in between this. You're going to know what I'm going to say, right? It's been 18 years since fucking Team Fortress 2. So it's been that that long. And look how little things have progressed in video games. They were just like the prior Blizzard rant about Overwatch being a fucking clone of a game from 2007. Of course, Overwatch is the same fate as BioShock Infinite, which is a grim fate indeed. But that's gotta be a fucking weird thing, a weird pill to swallow. Alright, I guess we haven't gone south. Shit. Shoot him. There's money in here. I can get the saber and sell it, I suppose. No, it's fine. What's over here? Oh, shit. Alright, we'll save. This game released January 3rd, 97. So it was done. It was done in 96, but you know. Alright. Oh my god! Okay, this way. They just look like blue nonsense on the PlayStation 1 because of the low res. that they're more defined on a PC actually. Not seriously defined, but you can kind of make these are just like blue pools of nonsense, or like red here. See. That's one of the things about playing at low res. Oh shit, Flesh Clan is here. Of course they're here. They're always here. This is where they show up. Nice. This is pure fucking industrial right now. Someone at work was telling me to listen to a band called Godflesh. And yeah, that band is real fucking heavy. So I was listening today. Shit. Run! There you go. Okay. Nice. Should probably level up. Anything over here? Just a regular cap. Dagger. Warhammer. Shooting at me. I don't think she can target him. We solved the quest, right? Poisoned by goats. Oh, I did kill him. Good. I was like, this is. I was looking. He's over there. He's already fucking dead. Let's go over here. Let's be thorough. Ah, this game is moody as fuck. Yeah, it's dead end. Oh, I have a scroll of town portal I need to try using. If it's not, I'm going to be very, very upset. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out. Does that like cancel it? Oh, I bet I know what I need to do. It's probably triangle. Fuck. Whatever. Is that down? It's up. Really? It was over. Oh, because I didn't activate it before. Okay. Okay, I get it. Dun 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 dun. If only. If only.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Hey. Heal. Pippin. Pepin.
What's that you say? The mere presence of the demons has caused the water to become tainted? Oh, truly a great evil lurks beneath our town. But your perseverance and courage gives us hope. Please, take this ring. Perhaps it will aid you in the destruction of such vile creatures.
Let's pick up the ring. All right. Where is it? Did it work? God damn it. How do I use these fucking things? There we go. Hell yeah. How come it doesn't work on the on the fucking portal? It's fine. It's fine. I will figure it out. We will determine how to use the Scroll of Town portal. I should probably just learn the spell. I'm not sure if I'm like good enough yet though. That's fine. Okay. Anything interesting happening? More quests?
Greetings, good master. Welcome to the Tavern of...
Alright. I'm going to call it there for this Diablo stream. I'll come back to it. Diablo and mono. So, yeah. I might have another SCART cable, but I'm not positive. So I know I had to replace it for my SCART cable for my Super Nintendo because there was like the Wild West and some of them are real shitty. And I think this might be a shitty one. So I think I might have also done it for the Sony. Sony PlayStation, that is. But I'm not positive. So I will call it there. I might jump into another PlayStation game, or I might just finally realize that it's way too late to do that, but we'll see. But yeah, I will try to get back to Diablo sometime. I know I'm starting a bunch of games right now, but I should be able to clear a couple of them. Like, we'll see. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Peace out.